Who's he? Who's he?
People like the Justice Party, like Jill Stein, who's running on the Green Party.
Against them, that's the way we have to look at this. It's too bad those people aren't here right now, SSA Marine and the coal trains. You know, all that touchy-feely stuff about how they want to be neighbors in our community. No, they don't. They showed exactly what they want to do. They want to come in, say what they want to say, and they want to take off. That's what they're going to do here. They're going to come in, they're going to get as much money as they can out of this community, and they're going to leave. And they're going to leave us with those pictures you saw. The pollution in the water, the pollution in the air, and the coal that they ship over to China that's going to pollute our atmosphere, raise our global temperature. That's all they care about. The bottom line is money. They don't care about the union. They don't care about the 280 jobs. You know, that's what they're using to divide us to get what they want. We need to stick together as a union, as a community, and get green jobs in this community. And we got to demand it. We don't need jobs where you get minimum wage. We don't need jobs where we pollute our environment and destroy our community. We need jobs at union livable wages. And we can do that, but we have to do it together. The union, the community. The unions have been going back since 1946. It's time to take a stand and say no more. It's time to stick together. You know, and that's crazy. You know, a lot of these people are still paying, and they've already paid what the house was worth back when they bought it. You know, I mean, it's just not a question of giving away something. It's a question of being fair and doing what's right. And I know that's a hard concept for these businessmen, these corporations to understand. But it's something that we have to start doing now. We have to start thinking in terms of doing what's fair and what's right. That's all we're asking. We're not asking for a deal. We're asking for fairness.
Now, you know as well as I do that this all ends up coming down to politics. Do you think signing on to this demand for Freddie and Fannie to lower these principles by any running politicians or current sitting politicians is going to make a difference? I think they'll do it.
I think if we get enough politicians who have the courage to stand up to the corporations and not give a heck about whether they get reelected or not, you know, that'll draw the people to them and make the people stand behind them. And when we get enough of a voice behind us, we can take on any amount of money that is behind any politician.
Do you feel like there's a chance that you will get enough of a voice behind this?
That's what we're here for. That's what we're doing. We're the people out here on the streets making the noise. And I'm hoping that a lot of other people will listen and join us. That's the answer.
Thank you so much.
Have bad connotation about what Occupy is about because they don't really understand it.
Right.
But and one of the biggest criticisms was, well, you're complaining a lot, but you're not really coming up with solutions. What's your solution?
Right.
So we were talking just among ourselves and said, well, why don't we, you know, come up with solutions? Why don't we try to get to Congress? Why don't we occupy Congress and see what we can do?
Right.
Because, you know, we need people, not just occupy people, but people who are going to fight for the people in the communities.
Yes.
People aren't going to go there and take the money of the corporations.
No, they're not.
People are going to say, okay, this is what we need in our community, for our families.
Right.
This is
Right.
what we need to protect our environment. It's not like the old days when a Nader would run and, oh, he's going to split the vote.
Right.
You know, people aren't voting. If at least,
another thing. People aren't voting because they're so upset because they don't feel like their vote counts.
So this is what I want to say. This is going to be a vote that counts.
Right.
This isn't a joke. This is for real. We need more people, not just me, but more people like me who are going to want to do the same thing that I do. This is the start.
We have independent.
But I tell you, if I get in there, if I actually beat him, I'm going to go there, and when I come back, I'm going to come and see you. I'm going to be in my car going everywhere in this district, letting people know what happened while I was in D.C., asking them what they want me to do, letting them know what I think we need to do.
Right.
Because the greatest power I have, if I get elected, is the knowledge that the people that I represent have.
Well, what is your background?
I'm a union guy from way back. I used to be in the United Electrical Workers in Massachusetts. I helped organize the shop. Then I became the shop vice president. Then I was the vice president of the shop. I've been a social and a political activist all my life. I work with the homeless, kids. I've done group meetings in hospitals and the VA for people with mental health conditions and alcoholism. So I've been working with the people for all my life.
Right.
Pretty much. And I work in factories for pretty much all my life. So, yeah, what experience I have, it's called life experience. I've done it all. I've been there.
School of Hard Knocks.
Yeah, I've been screwed. I've seen other people get screwed. That's pretty
I'm a
short and sweet.
I am.
You're bowling?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
I am.
Good.
Yeah, that's just I've been a union member ever since I started working.
Yeah.
Now it's back in the 70s.
Yeah.
Union member ever since.
Yeah.
People don't realize it. Unions built this country.
Yeah.
We better support the union. If you don't have the union, we won't have what we're having. We'll go someplace else.
Yeah. Well, that
Prime
bumper
example is
sticker
the 87. They outsourced the living shit out of the 87, and we're fighting to keep the damn airplane to get it up in the air. It's coming into our shop, and what fixes it up? I am union members.
Yeah.
There's no.
Right. Well, the bumper sticker is perfect. Unions, the people who brought you the weekend.
Right.
You know?
That's it. All right, Mike.
Nice to meet you. What's your name again?
Les Smith.
Les.
My
And
wife, Carol.
Carol, nice to meet you. Nice talking with you.
Okay.
I hope to see you again.
To advocate for left-wing third parties.
Mike
Independent
LaPointe!
of corporate sponsorship.
Mike LaPointe for Congress!
Who's he? Who's he?
People like the Justice Party, like Jill Stein, who's running on the Green